Lately, I've been feeling so ugly. I'm getting older and it's showing. I never cared so much about my looks before until now. Well, I have for a long time because I was bullied most of my younger years and I was called fat and ugly and weird. I see so many influencers and I've seen that my partner looks at videos of beautiful women online, which makes me feel ugly. He treats me well and listens, but sometimes I wonder if it's just because if he had any other choice, he'd pick someone else that's better looking. So because he feels like this is the best he can do, he sticks to it. I feel ugly and unworthy. I am working on this in therapy, but I feel like it's not fast enough. I just can't get anything in my head that helps. Any advice? Now this letter is from Maddy, 40 years old. Okay, so first of all, Maddy, thank you so much for expressing and sharing with us what so many of us are already feeling. And I am also noticing getting older and everything that comes with that. So I was excited when I got this letter from you because I know it will help me and so many people out there. Now, today we are going to talk about the unexpected and possibly even counterintuitive way to feel more beautiful, to like better what you see in the mirror, to feel more comfortable in your own skin. This channel is all about the mind-body connection and more specifically how everything we feel within or about what we see comes from the way we are thinking and how we are training our thoughts to keep thinking. So that is what we will work on to provide a new way for your mind to think about things. Now, you have already said that you have been working on this in therapy. So for that reason, I am guessing you are already working with challenging or changing the beliefs you have about the definition of beauty or how you see yourself. So we are not going to work directly on that today. For that reason, because I'm guessing you're already doing that, and you say you feel like it's not working quickly enough. And I think that trying to jump straight into changing your beliefs and how you see yourself physically is maybe too early in the process. I am not sure if that is the best way to go for you. And the reason for that is the fact that our thoughts builds momentum. And for every time we have a specific thought or any thought like it, we create and enhance and enforce this pathway in our brain that our mind will automatically keep taking until we pave the way for a new path. So that is what we are going to do today, because if you are going to be able to reframe your beliefs about what you see in the mirror, we need to prime your mind to be ready to go down a new path. So since you have probably built up the momentum so much about feeling ugly, feeling old, feeling unworthy, what we want to do before we work with that thought is to diminish that momentum by building momentum to new thoughts about a slightly different angle, a slightly different topic. So what we will do is to help your mind, to actually train your mind to see new pathways to take when you think about beauty. So it works like this. If you enter the woods and you see this path through the woods, you can choose to take that path, or you can go wildly into the bushes, not knowing what your footing will be like, what it will look like, how open it is, how accessible it is, etc. So you are, of course, more likely to take that path that has been walked before you. And it is the same for your mind. So if your mind has been walking this path of feeling ugly, comparing yourself to others and feeling bad about it, feeling unworthy, feeling old and gray and whatever, that is the path that your mind will continue to take, because why would it go into the bushes when it has this clear path that has been walked so many times before? So we will train that mind to create a new path, and you will use these kind of thoughts and focuses that we are going to delve into several times, so that this new path will be laid out clearly and tramped flat enough for your mind to want to take that path naturally. So that is when you can look at yourself in the mirror and think more beautiful thoughts about yourself. But we have to show your mind this new pathway first. And we will do that in two ways. The one way is regarding your focus within. So what you feel in your inner environment. And the other way is your focus on the external, how you feel about what you see around you. And together, these new kind of thoughts will pave the way for your mind to see more beauty. So, the first thing we want to do to make sure your mind knows there is a new path is to actually take your focus off what you see as this physical external side of you. So instead of, when you think about yourself, instead of thinking about what it is you see in the mirror and what you like or don't like about that, we want to make sure that your focus is on how you feel, not how you feel about what you see, but we want to make sure that you show your mind, I want to feel as good as I can, as often as I can. So instead of what you look like, we will make sure that you focus on how you feel. And in any kind of way, this is just about making sure that your mind picks the good feeling thoughts about you. Because up until now, if what you focus on mostly when it comes to yourself is your external and you don't like what you see, let's tune within and ask, what are you doing when you feel good? When you feel happy or light or peaceful or joyful? What makes you experience those kind of feelings? And when you feel your best with other people, with friends or with your partner, when you feel good about yourself, your mode, your energy, your vibe, what are you doing? Are you using any of your personal special abilities? Are you making people laugh? Are you doing fun stuff? Are you doing chill stuff? Only you know, but the whole point is, make sure that you fill your day with as much feeling good as you can. Now, whatever that might be for you, if it is reading, if it's watching something funny, if it's going outside to get some fresh air, it does not matter. But every time you choose to do or experience or think about things that makes you feel good, since this mind-body connection is the strongest connection we have, I dare to say, the more you feel good, the more your mind will go look for more things to feel good about, inside or outside. And in the end, it will also have an influence on what you feel when you look in the mirror. Not because you change externally, but you will be looking for different things, because that is priming your mind to feel good And the more you feel good, the more you want to feel good. So the more you want to feel good, the more your mind will work for you to make you notice things that you feel good about. So for some people, they might feel quite bad about their appearances, but there might be this one aspect of their appearance that they actually like. So in that example, this would look something like going from noticing the 99 things you don't like about yourself to actually only focusing on that one thing you do like. I'm not telling you to do that consciously. I'm telling you that that might be an effect of you choosing to fill your within with good feelings as often as you can. So we're not going to talk about that anymore because it's up to you. Only you know what makes you feel good. Only you know what kind of environment you're in when you feel good, what you are doing when you feel good, what you should do more of. But just make sure that you choose of these things each and every day to fill your mind and your body, mind-body connection, with good feeling stuff. And I have all of my videos is basically about this mind-body connection. So if you want to jumpstart that or more information about that, just check out any one of them and see what floats your boat, because that is not what we'll dive into here, because I am spending enough time repeating myself already. But let's jump to the unexpected and possibly even counterintuitive way to feel more beautiful. And it is this. Look for beauty in everyone and everything, and that will do something major to your mind, to your thoughts, to your feelings. And it might not seem counterintuitive at first, but if we really think about it, especially us women, what do we often do when we see beauty around us? You talked about you feeling that your partner is appreciating these beautiful women online. So when we see that, our typical reaction is either or both to compare ourselves with them. So even if our initial reaction is, wow, they're beautiful, we don't stay in the vibration of beauty for a long time, because what we do is jump straight to comparing ourselves to them, making us feel bad about them looking good, and that makes beauty something we feel bad about. And often we want to make sure that our partner is not really truly seeing their beauty because we feel jealousy or comparison or envy. So instead of pointing out their beauty, we start pointing out their little flaws, or that they don't look real. It's probably a filter. They probably did something to fix their looks, or no one really looks like that. It must be good lighting, or she has kind of crooked teeth. You know what I mean? We do this. And that energy is felt both by our partners, but also within. We don't feel good when we diss other people's beauty, do we? It feels bad because we know that we are turning something beautiful into something bad. And jealousy, envy, comparison, that is just poisoning our system, and that is darkening our energy and lowering our vibe. And because of this mind-body connection, every thought we have, because our thoughts creates our emotions, how we feel about what we see. So every thought we have that creates negative emotion, like jealousy, envy, comparison, is actually releasing chemicals into our bodies that is aligned with that negative emotion. So we can actually go as far as to say that will also affect our beauty in a negative way, because it is poisoning our system. It is bad for our immune system, for our cell growth, for our energy, for everything. But the thing is, once we start to dare to appreciate that beauty, to notice that beauty, to comment on that beauty, even with your partner. Wow, look how beautiful she is. Just trust that that will not make your partner feel that she's even more beautiful, because we all have eyes. We can all see that. But it does something with your energy, and also it speaks of confidence. And what do we know about confidence? Well, confidence is a key thing in beauty. We think that confidence is sexy, confidence is beautiful. And that speaks value, that speaks confidence, that speaks, I am not afraid to compliment people for their beauty. And the absolute best thing about this is, once you decide to notice the beauty that is all around you, in other people, but also in nature, in whatever you come across that you find beautiful, once you make it your priority to notice that beauty, to appreciate that beauty, and to even compliment and be grateful for examples of beauty being all around you, that is when you create a new pathway in your mind that is no longer attaching negative feelings to beauty, but actually makes you feel good about beauty and makes you look for beauty. So it paves the way for more beauty in your life, and it trains you to go look for beauty even in the smallest things, because of the snowball effect. So the more you say, today I want to see examples of beauty in people, in sentences, in advice, in nature, in everything. Show me examples of beauty and let me appreciate and only appreciate that beauty. That tells your mind to see beauty everywhere, because every time your mind takes that new pathway and goes searching for beauty, what will happen when, after some time, you look at yourself in the mirror or you think about yourself? You will then have opened your mind to search for what is beautiful about you. And even if you might feel right now that nothing is beautiful about me, that is not true. That is only because the momentum of your thoughts about you being ugly and unworthy have been building up so much that there is no room for you to see beauty. So that is why we want to stop building momentum and stop making your mind choosing this pathway each and every time looking for ugly. And even when you see beauty in others, you attach that to ugliness because you compare or you look for what's wrong with them. We don't want that, because that affects your entire system and your energy and your self-esteem. So no thank you. We are building momentum on the focus of looking for beauty everywhere and daring to appreciate that beauty and having faith and trusting that that will also lead to you finding all the beautiful things about yourself. And I'm also quite sure it won't matter to you as much, because You find beauty in everything after a while. You find it in your personality, in the way you make people laugh. You will carry yourself in a different way. You will treat yourself in a different way. You will raise your vibration. And that, my friend, will be felt by everyone around you too. So they will be naturally drawn to you because you are in this appreciating phase. You are noticing beauty. You are making people feel beautiful. You are surrounding yourself with beauty, and beauty becomes a part of you. And beauty is what people will see in you because of that fact. It builds your vibe. It builds your self-esteem. It builds your immune system. You will actually make your body provide hormones and chemicals that is aligned with being younger and more vibrant and more alive and glowing because of this mind and body connection. And I have to say, even if it's not about beauty, this works, you see, on any kind of topic. Once I started appreciating the people around me having success, instead of being envious about their success and comparing myself and saying I can never do what they do, I can never have what they have, once I started just appreciating it and actually seeing it as examples of all of the things that I want for myself, that is when I started to take the leap. I took chances and tried new things to try and get that success for myself, you see. So when I saw examples of what I wanted but compared myself to it or made myself feel bad about it, that just kept me further from it myself. But once I open to it, it's like you just say to the universe, give me more of what I want. Show me examples of what I want and how I like to feel, and just fill my life with that. And I will appreciate it. I will enjoy it. I will feel good about it. And I will get it myself. That's pretty much all I have to say about this, because with everything I talk about, it can really just be experienced and felt. But everything is momentum. So if you're feeling ugly, unworthy, you're looking down on yourself, you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, is it because your mind focus has been on the minus side of things? But there is always plus side of things, even with you. So focus on whatever makes you feel good within. That's number one. Choose the things that you feel good about and make sure you do some of that every day to open your mind to feel more good, because in turn it will feel more good about anything and everything. And the other thing is, look for beauty, appreciate the beauty, compliment the beauty. Be this person that makes everyone else feel beautiful and appreciate beauty. And it will come back to you. And as always, if you have a specific challenge about anything in the mind-body connection you want to feel better about, and you would like some gentle coaching or guiding towards that, you can send me a letter too. So just check out the description and you will find the link for that. And also, I am loving this and I want to connect even more with you guys, and I'm thinking about starting some online coaching eventually. So I want to pick a couple of people that will get some free online coaching from me on Zoom. If you want that, tell me a bit about your story. Not a lot, but what is your challenge and what is your wanted outcome, and send me an email. You will find that in the description too. So I want to choose a couple of people that really want something, really wants to put the effort in there. And yeah, just to test myself if I'm comfortable with doing online coaching, because I've never done that before. So I want to give away some free coaching Send me an email if you want that, and you might be one of the lucky guys. Thank you for being here, and also tell me what you feel about this perspective. Bye!